4-0 loss to Barcelona in El Clasico on October the 26th. Real Madrid, though, must put their league matters aside momentarily and fully focus on the Champions League, with the reigning European champions bidding to move on to 9 points on the Champions League table. Ancelotti's team have beaten Stuttgart and Borussia Dortmund in the competition this season, but they did, as I mentioned, lost to Lille last month, and a total of 6 points from 3 matches has now put them in 12th spot, 1 point behind 8th place Sporting Lisbon. Los Blancos are yet to hit their full flow this season. They have now lost 2 of their last 5 matches across all competitions, but they'll be expecting to record 2 wins over both AC Milan and Osasuna ahead of the November international break. Real Madrid have faced Milan on 15 previous occasions, with both sides posting 6 wins each, but this will be the first meeting between the two sides since the group stage of the 2010-11 Champions League campaign. Milan have only ever won once at Bernabeu, which came in the group stage of the 2009-2010 Champions League, and the last 6 meetings between the two sides have taken place in the group stage of the UCL, with Milan posting 2 wins during that period, and the Italian Giants will be aiming to secure an upset on Tuesday night. We'll, of course, report to you the results of the Champions League midweek matches. In the meantime, though, from football, let's now shift gears to some racing news, as Max Verstappen of Red Bull Racing took a crucial step towards his 4th consecutive Formula One title by winning the chaotic Sao Paulo Grand Prix in Brazil from 17th on the grid all the way to the winner's circle, extending his championship lead over Lando Norris with just 3 races remaining in the season.
Red Bull's Max Verstappen took a major step towards securing a 4th straight Formula One title by winning a chaotic Brazilian Grand Prix on Sunday, despite starting from the 17th on the grid. Verstappen increased his lead in the driver's standings over McLaren's Lando Norris with 3 more races remaining in the season.
You know, starting P17, I knew that it was going to be a very tough race, but we stayed out of trouble. We made the right calls. We stayed calm, and we were flying. So all of these things together, of course, made that result possible. But I mean, unbelievable to win here from so far back on the grid. Yeah.
Verstappen overcame penalties before the race, as well as the wet weather at Interlagos, to earn his first victory since June and his 8th Grand Prix win of the year. He also clocked the fastest lap of the race, which gave him an extra point.
That risk reward was not easy today, especially from where I was in Q1. I found it very tough to know how much more can I push. So that's why I'm happy, because it's relieving qualifying after something like this. So very happy at the same time.
The Dutchman increased his lead from 44 points to 62 over Norris, who started on pole position but finished 6th. The British driver could see the gap increase further as a post-race investigation still looms for him. In one of the best tries of his career, Verstappen set the fastest lap of the race 17 times despite the wet weather, a red flag, and 2 safety car periods.
Oh, yes! What an unbelievable race, guys. You know what that is? Simply lovely.
The 2 Alpine drivers, Esteban Ocon and Pierre Gasly, completed the podium.
Someone very important to all of us said a long time ago that, you know, on the rain, the cars are almost equal. And that phrase didn't age at all. And, yeah, I'm very happy to be today on the podium. I think it's been awesome, and the support I received here from all the Brazilian fans is incredible. And, yeah, I can't thank everyone, you know.
No, I'm absolutely buzzing right now. I'm just so proud of the team, you know, to overcome such a tough season. And, you know, it would have been too easy to give up, but we never gave up. And, yeah, here we are. Both cars, P2 and P3, a lot of points for the team. And, yeah, everybody should be very proud of it.
Ferrari's Charles Leclerc, who started the race with a long shot at the driver's title, finished 5th. Las Vegas will host the next race on November the 23rd.
What a stunning victory from back to front of the grid in the Sao Paulo Grand Prix for Max Verstappen that has now moved this driver into the brink of his fourth successive Formula One World Championship title, which is 3 races to go. Now, having been on the back foot for months now and seen his once mighty points lead start to dwindle amid Red Bull's slump in form, Verstappen certainly turned things around in one race on McLaren rival Lando Norris by winning his first Grand Prix since June at Interlagos as the Briton slumped from pole position all the way down to 6th. So after Norris had got close to the Dutchman in the championship since the season's 4th round back in April by winning the Saturday sprint in Sao Paulo, Verstappen's brilliant win in the main Grand Prix on Sunday means his advantage is now back to a commanding 62 points. Now, a maximum of just 86 points are now available across the final 3 race weekends that remain this season as part of a triple header of Las Vegas on November the 24th, Qatar on December the 1st, and Abu Dhabi on December the 8th, which concludes the campaign. That breaks down as a maximum of 26 points in each of the 3 Grand Prix, plus 8 from the final sprint of the year in Qatar. Verstappen will clinch his 4th world title on the streets of Las Vegas if he finishes the race 60 points or more clear of Norris in the standings. So to put it simply, Verstappen takes the title in Vegas if he finishes the race ahead of Norris in any position. Were they both in a position where they fail to score any points, the Red Bull driver would also end the weekend as a 4-time champion. Conversely, though, the McLaren driver must therefore outscore Verstappen by 3 points or more in Las Vegas to make sure he ends the race with a reduced deficit of 59 points or fewer, and even so, it makes it a tough hill for him to climb over the final 2 races. Now, of course, mathematically, many other situations could play out, but these are the most basic math that we can put in numbers. Simply put, Verstappen has likely wrapped up the season, but it does not mean that Lando Norris will finish in 2nd because Charles Leclerc still has a very slim chance of overtaking him and 2nd of the championship standings. And meanwhile, we're going to keep you apprised in the following weeks as the final 3 races take place, and of course keep a very close eye on the championship lead. But nevertheless, McLaren is likely to take the Constructors' Championship, perhaps a good consolation prize for them this season. And speaking of racing, let's now move from motor racing to human racing as Abdi Nageye of the Netherlands triumphed in the men's race at the New York City Marathon, while Sheila Chepkirui led a Kenyan sweep in the women's event, both securing first victories in this prestigious race. Abdi Nageye of the Netherlands won the men's race at the New York City Marathon on Sunday, while Sheila Chepkirui led a Kenya 1-2-3 in the women's event. Both runners pull away from their closest competitors in the final few hundred meters to come away with their first victories in the race. Nageye was step for step with 2022 champion Evans Chebe before using a burst heading into Central Park to come away with the victory in 2 hours, 7 minutes, and 39 seconds. Chebe finished just 6 seconds behind. He had run the New York race 3 times before, with his best finish coming in 2022 when he came in 3rd. Meanwhile, Chepkirui was running New York for the first time and pulled away from defending champion Helen Obiri in the women's race. Chepkirui, who started to run marathons in 2022, won with a time of 2 hours, 24 minutes, and 35 seconds. Obiri finished nearly 15 seconds behind, and the 42.2-kilometer course took the runners through all 5 boroughs of New York, beginning in Staten Island and ending in Central Park. This was the 48th year the race has been in all 5 boroughs. Prior to that, the route was completely in Central Park when it began in 1970. More racing news coming your way as the 2024 Hangzhou Marathon kicked off in Zhejiang province in China, attracting nearly 36,000 runners from 23 countries, with everything all the way to robotic cheerleaders at the finish line celebrating their perseverance and resilience. Yes, technology was in play in this one as the 2024 Hangzhou Marathon kicked off in Hangzhou, East China's Zhejiang province on Sunday. The marathon attracted nearly 36,000 running enthusiasts from 23 different countries and regions. The organizer also placed robots at the finish line to cheer on the runners as they made their way through the finish.
宝马的终点见证了你的坚持和汗水， 这是你毅力和勇气的象征。享受这一刻吧，你是最棒的。
All right. Well, I wonder if we're going to see more of that throughout marathons all around the world. And that last update wraps up our sports segment for now. We'll have more sports for you later on in our sports recap before the end of our program. The C Morning Show is set to step away for a short break, but when we return, we'll be heading into the second hour of our program with Karina and Archie, and they will be sharing with you the latest from the world of entertainment this morning. Keep it right here on the C Morning Show, only on C Today.
What's up, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Christian Hansen. In this video, we will be exploring Are we ready, guys? Yeah! I have a new video coming up tonight, so I have to make sure everything is ready, but this has been a great show.
Maka yang terpenting adalah buka kacamatanya. Lakukan sesuatu yang tidak biasa dilakukan. Mencoba dengan cara yang lain, dengan meluaskan. Bahasa sederhananya, rubahlah paradigma pemikiran. Luaslah dalam berpikir, carilah sesuatu yang baru, sehingga dalam konteks ini kita akan menambah wawasan-wawasan dari paradigma kita yang lama.
Indonesia has many endemic species. Its wildness and uniqueness make its existence threatened with extinction. So, how do we try to conserve it?
Air tutup tempat, tanaman tutup tempat, hewan-hewan tutup.
Bersama-sama melindungi yang ada di sini.
Kita jaga, kita rawat, dan kita lestarikan.
Only in Wild Cage.
Introduced in the Meiji period, grilled beef patties known as Hamburg sticks became popular dishes in Japanese cuisine. Best served piping hot with a side of bread, soup kambing is one of those comfort foods that you just can't get enough of.
We try to cook all the parts of any animal we choose to cook with, like pigs, chicken or beef. We use the liver, we use the kidney, we use the brain when we can, we use everything.
Wonderful women, welcome to All About Women.
Ketika saya masuk ke S2, kebetulan saya dapat beasiswa S2 Arkeologi UI. Profesor saya bilang, museum itu tempat belajar apapun. Oke, saya bikinlah program sekolah tari tradisional gratis. Berharap bisa jadi jembatan untuk anak-anak yang memiliki nasib sama seperti saya, supaya juga mereka bisa keluar dari rantai kemiskinan gitu yang sudah terjadi di keluarganya.
Indonesia is said to have enormous potential as a coffee-producing and consuming country.
We set apart the strategy to make Indonesian coffee tradition is a cheap coffee.
So, yeah, I think it's important for us now to think about ESG or sustainability. The first reason for us is we want to be a company that grows sustainable.
All right, folks, good morning. And we're back with our show. And right now it's time for some entertainment update. And first up in the line, Indonesian pop and koplo singer Denny Caknan became a trending topic after appearing on a digital billboard at the Barcelona versus Spain match.
Yes, this unexpected collaboration with Spotify, a major sponsor of Barcelona, has catapulted Denny to international fame, sparking widespread excitement among his fans.
The excitement reached fever pitch when the 30-year-old singer took to social media to share his historic moment, expressing deep gratitude to Spotify and his fans for making his dream of appearing at a prestigious European stadium come true.
Wow, very cool indeed. What a turn of events for that.
Yeah, for sure.
pepatah, ijuk pengikat pelepah pada batang. Dan ulos, pengikat kasih sayang di antara sesama. Sudah menjadi bagian dari tradisi masyarakat Batak sejak abad 14. Ulos adalah wastra Nusantara.